Grandpa's funniest lesson: laughter is the best medicine. He was 85 and still made everyone laugh with this. Sounds like something only a comedian could pull off, right? But no, it was my grandpa. He had this one lesson that always had the whole family in stitches. The best part? It wasn't just about being funny. It was about not taking life too seriously. And let me tell you, this lesson isn't just for when you're in a good mood. It's a secret to getting through life's hardest moments with a little more joy and a lot less stress. In just a few minutes, I'm going to share the funniest yet most impactful lesson my grandpa taught me. Trust me, it's a game changer that will help you lighten up, laugh a little more, and maybe stop taking things so seriously. It's a simple lesson that, if you apply it, could completely change the way you experience the ups and downs of life. I remember sitting with my grandpa one afternoon, and after one of his classic jokes, he dropped a truth bomb that no one expected. "You know," he said with a chuckle, "life's too short to be serious all the time. The more serious you are, the more life will laugh at you." We all burst out laughing, but looking back, that lesson has stayed with me. It's not just about cracking jokes. It's about embracing the humor in everyday moments. Welcome to Elderly Wisdom Secrets, your cozy spot for life lessons from those who've lived it all and found the humor in it. Today, we're diving into the funniest lesson my grandpa ever taught me, one that'll make you look at life with a little more laughter and a lot less stress. As we go through life, it's easy to get caught up in all the responsibilities, challenges, and expectations. We think that the more seriously we take everything, the better we'll do. But what Grandpa showed me, and what I want to share with you today, is that the more we try to control everything and make it perfect, the less we enjoy the ride. Grandpa was always the first to laugh at his mistakes, and that's one of the things that made him so wise. He taught me that laughing at life's little hiccups is not only freeing but also one of the best ways to keep going, no matter what. And you know what? Science actually backs this up. Research from the Mayo Clinic shows that laughter reduces stress, improves heart health, and even boosts the immune system. So when Grandpa cracked a joke after spilling his coffee or tripping over his own feet, he wasn't just being funny, he was practicing what the experts recommend: reducing stress, improving his mood, and spreading positivity to everyone around him. Now, I'm not saying that you should joke about everything or ignore serious matters when they come up, but Grandpa's secret was finding the humor in the everyday moments, even when things weren't going perfectly. It's about shifting your perspective and choosing to laugh instead of stress. Think about it. How many times do we get worked up over things that, in the grand scheme of things, aren't all that important? Grandpa would remind us, laughing is the best way to make life feel lighter, even when the world feels heavy. Now that we understand the power of laughter and humor in life, let's break down the specific ways you can bring more laughter into your life today, just like my grandpa did. Here are 7 simple ways to get started, and trust me, they really work. Gem 1. Laugh at yourself. One of Grandpa's golden rules was, don't take yourself too seriously. He was always the first one to laugh at himself. If he dropped something or made a mistake, he'd shrug and say, "Well, at least I'm still entertaining." That attitude made him not just lovable, but it also made every situation easier to handle. He taught me that life is too short to dwell on our blunders. Laughing at yourself is a healthy way to move on and keep things in perspective. Try it now. Think about a small mistake you've made today. Maybe you burned your toast or misspelled a word in an email. Instead of getting frustrated, try laughing about it. It's a simple way to take the weight off your shoulders and embrace life's little imperfections. What's one mistake you've made today that you can laugh about? Let me know in the comments. Gem 2. Find humor in everyday moments. Grandpa didn't need to make grand jokes to keep us laughing. He found humor in the simplest things, like the way the neighbor's dog chased its own tail, or how the weather app was always wrong. He would just chuckle and say, "At least it's not boring." He showed us that the little things, the quirky moments, are what make life truly fun. Try it now. Look around you. Is there something small that makes you smile or laugh? Maybe it's a funny noise your pet makes, or a silly face someone pulled on the street. Pause for a second, enjoy that moment, and allow yourself to laugh. It's these tiny moments that really add up. What's one small thing today that made you laugh? Share below, and let's have a laugh together. Gem 3. Don't stress over things you can't control. Perhaps the best lesson Grandpa taught me was, don't stress about things you can't control. There were plenty of times when life didn't go his way. Things broke, plans changed, and people let him down. But Grandpa never let it get him down for long. Instead of stressing about things outside of his control, he'd say, you can either let it ruin your day, or you can laugh and move on. Your choice. Try it now. Think about something in your life that's causing you stress. Is it something you can control, or is it out of your hands? If it's out of your control, try to let go of the worry for a few minutes. Breathe, laugh at the absurdity of it, and remember that stressing over it won't help. It'll just take the fun out of the moment. What's one thing that's causing you stress today, and how can you laugh at it? Let me know in the comments. Gem 4. Make time for fun and play. Grandpa knew that fun and play are essential to staying young at heart. Whether it was playing cards with us or making up silly games, he always made sure to inject some fun into the day. Work hard, but don't forget to play, he'd say. He believed that laughter and joy were just as important as responsibility and discipline. Try it now. Today, take some time for yourself to do something playful. It could be something as simple as playing a game, watching a funny movie, or just enjoying some downtime. Make time for the fun you've been putting off. What's one fun thing you can do today to lighten up? Share your ideas with us. Gem 5. Find joy in the little things. One of the most important lessons Grandpa taught me was to find joy in the little things. Life isn't all about big achievements or milestones. Sometimes it's about enjoying the small, everyday moments. Grandpa had this special ability to make anything seem exciting, even the most mundane tasks. Whether he was fixing a leaky faucet or sweeping the floor, he'd hum a tune or tell a joke. He found joy in these simple moments, and that joy was contagious. Try it now. Look around you right now. What's something small that you can appreciate or enjoy? Maybe it's the sound of rain outside, the smell of your morning coffee, or the warmth of the sun on your skin. Take a moment to fully experience it and appreciate it. You'll be amazed at how much more joy you find in your day by focusing on these small moments. What's one simple joy you can experience today? Tell me about it in the comments. Gem 6. Don't take criticism to heart. Another lesson that always stuck with me was Grandpa's take on criticism. People are going to have their opinions, he'd say, but don't let it get to you. He taught me that not everything people say about you defines you. When someone criticized him, Grandpa would laugh it off and say, well, they're entitled to their opinion, just like I'm entitled to ignore it. This mindset helped him stay positive and focused on what truly mattered. He didn't let the opinions of others dictate his happiness or self-worth. Try it now. Think about a recent piece of criticism you've received. How much of it do you really need to take to heart? Try to see it from a neutral perspective. What can you learn from it? And what can you just let go? Don't let negative comments shape your view of yourself. Have you ever let criticism roll off your back like Grandpa? Share your story below. Gem 7. Help others, even when you don't have much. One of the most touching things Grandpa taught me was about the power of helping others, even when you don't have much to give. Despite not being wealthy, Grandpa was always the first one to offer help when someone needed it. Whether it was lending a hand to a neighbor or sharing his last piece of bread, he believed that helping others didn't require riches, it required heart. He often said, you don't have to have a lot to give a lot. It's not the money, it's the kindness that counts. Try it now. Think of one person you could help today, no matter how small the gesture. It could be something as simple as offering a listening ear, giving a compliment, or helping someone carry their groceries. You don't need a lot to make someone's day brighter. What's one way you like to help others? Let me know below. I'd love to hear how you make the world a little brighter. These additional lessons Grandpa shared aren't just about making us laugh. They're about teaching us how to live better, happier lives. By focusing on the little joys, letting go of criticism, and helping others, we create a life full of meaning and connection. Grandpa lived these principles every day, and you can see how they helped him stay positive, resilient, and full of life, even in his later years. He showed me that happiness doesn't always come from big accomplishments. It often comes from simple, quiet consistency. A smile shared, a laugh remembered, or a small kindness offered, without expecting anything in return. These are the moments that add up to a rich, fulfilling life. Grandpa didn't have a complicated philosophy. He just believed in making life lighter, one small joy at a time. Try it now. Apply one of these lessons today. Whether it's letting go of negative criticism, enjoying a small moment, or helping someone else, these actions will not only improve your day, they'll also contribute to a happier and more fulfilling life. It's not about grand gestures. It's about consistency in doing small things with a big heart. So, there you have it. 7 invaluable life lessons from Grandpa that blend humor with deep wisdom. Whether it was laughing at himself when things went wrong, finding joy in the small stuff, brushing off criticism, or helping others even when he didn't have much. Each lesson was a little spark of light in a world that can sometimes feel heavy. He didn't teach with lectures. He taught with laughter, with love, and with a perspective that reminded us that a good laugh can soften even the hardest day. These weren't just habits. They were tools for living a more resilient, joyful life. And now, you have them too. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's the funniest or most meaningful life lesson you've learned from someone older or wiser? Drop your story in the comments below. I promise, someone else might need to hear it too. If this video brought you a smile or made you reflect, please hit that like button and subscribe to Elderly Wisdom Secrets, where we share life-changing stories from those who've lived it all and laughed through most of it. And don't go far, because in our next video, we'll explore a completely different kind of wisdom, intuition. You'll hear the incredible true story of how a 92-year-old woman saved her family just by listening to her gut instinct. The video's called How a 92-Year-Old Saved Her Family, Trusting Intuition. And believe me, you won't want to miss this one. Until next time, take care. And remember, laughter isn't just medicine. It's a way of life.